Bodily autonomy is the recognition that your body's needs are legitimate and not shameful. The ability to trust your body's signals as valid information, not just obstacles that you need to overcome. Being able to make decisions about your body's capacity without shame. Holding boundaries that protect your body's sustainability without guilt. Asking for what your body needs without believing that you're being selfish. As a woman, we've been conditioned from birth, that is, if you've been raised as a woman, that our body exists for other people's needs. Our discomfort doesn't matter. If someone else wants something from you, that takes priority. Saying no just makes us difficult. Having boundaries makes us selfish. The asking for what we need just makes us high maintenance or just a bitch. If you then experience any form of abuse, whether it's physical, sexual, emotional, financial, and how can you not with that conditioning? You learned that your body's signals just couldn't protect you, that your no didn't matter, that your needs were irrelevant, that survival meant dissociating from your body entirely. If you grew up in poverty, you learned that your body's needs were just a burden, that asking for what you required was shameful, that your comfort was less important than being grateful for what you had, that having physical needs made you a drain on resources. None of this conditioning disappears when you start a business. It shows up as the inability to hold boundaries with clients, stop working yourself to exhaustion, or receive payment without crushing guilt for charging what you have been raised to believe should be free, especially those in the healing professions and things that are just, again, if you've been raised as a woman and you're doing something that's considered woman's work, that's where the rub can be. Because business capacity is bodily capacity, if you were taught your body doesn't have the right to need things, ask for things, or set limits around things, you cannot build a business that honors your actual capacity. So a client asks for something outside your agreed upon scope, your body immediately panics. Your stomach clenches, your jaw tightens, energy from your system just drains. Every cell in your body is screaming no, but you say yes anyway, because that's how you've been conditioned to be. You were taught that your body's discomfort is less important than other people's needs, that saying no made you difficult, that holding boundaries made you selfish, that disappointing someone is worse than abandoning yourself. This conditioning lives in our body. So when you're trying to set a boundary, your nervous system floods with the same activation it learned when saying no brought punishment, rejection, or abandonment. So you override your body's signals and say yes anyway. And now you reinforce in your nervous system that your body's limits don't matter. Your capacity is infinitely flexible, and other people's requests override your own sustainability. This is why you keep attracting boundary violating clients. It's not that you're not clear enough in your contracts, it's that your body cannot hold the boundary even when it's written down because holding boundaries activates a trauma response. And that feels more dangerous than over delivering. What you actually need is to work with your body's boundary signals, to build capacity, to tolerate the discomfort of saying no without completely collapsing, to rewire your nervous system in a response that equates boundaries with danger, changing that around so it's okay, I can hold a boundary and still feel safe. If you want to go deeper, join the Boardroom to Bedroom newsletter where we share free tools, practices, and updates on a monthly basis, sometimes more frequently. But if you're interested, check out the link below.